What up, though? It's your boy Easy. We coming live from the Speakeasy Studios, aka my motherfucking basement, boy. Today we're joined by Royval, the Raw Dog himself. I can't wait to talk about that nickname, and I guess the whole shit too with my man Darren Till, because like obviously Darren Till, has been in the UFC for a minute, and he tried, he's trying to coin that Raw Dog term. My man's even selling shirts, Raw Dog shirts, but it's your boy Brandon Royval's nickname. But this interview was super last minute. I hit him up like a while ago, like back in May, honestly, after his debut, and hit me back last night, like immediately after the Darius Slay interview, and he's I'm free this weekend. I said, dope. Schedule time. I said, let's get it in. Let's get it in, Shouty. You never really know when when you can keep a hold of these guys. They're so busy. Like you're not the only one who's just garnering their attention. But that's our guest today. Like I said, we live from the Speakeasy Studios, aka more fun basement. And shouts out to Jay Crazy just joined in. You know who else joined in? Let me tag my man in. It's the motherfucking Raw Dog, mate.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good and yourself?
Good, man. I've been wanting to speak to you since your debut.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How's you like yourself, man?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this camera, bro. I'm fucking this up. God damn. All right, cool. We're good.
All right, dope. Boom. Is it your phone or is it like a computer?
Nah, this is a phone.
Oh, okay. How you been, man?
Good, man. You?
Good. I'm super excited to talking to you, man, because you're truly like become like one of the most exciting guys in that division.
Oh, really? Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think you actually voted on it too. I did like a one of those Instagram polls in the story. I was like, who you guys more excited to watch, Davison Figueroa or Brandon Royval? And you won.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was this?
This was probably like man, maybe I think it may have been right after your last fight.
Oh,
It's
really?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Like, I know. I'm like, I don't know. I guess we'll get into it, but yeah, it's been wild. It's been a wild few months for sure.
Yeah, man. And are you sick of the 50 G's question? Like,
what is it? I guess I didn't get asked it early.
So you got the bonus, right? Your first fight?
Oh, yeah.
First fight in the UFC? Are you sick of having to tell that story and like what it meant to you, I guess, receiving that?
Yeah, like our just that like I gotta quit my job or whatever. Yeah. Not really. I mean, I guess kind of a little bit, but, not necessarily too much either.
Yeah, I guess you don't get too sick of recalling time. You got 50 G's deposited straight to the bank.
Make it a thing, bro. So like, hopefully, but I got 50 G's in my last fight too, so I was like lucky there, So
yeah. Are there eyes on the title after the fight, or are you one of those guys just keeps the the next fight focused first?
I mean, I was hoping that I could probably swing in for the title fight, but I know that we're live right now. This is all going on right now.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh shit, my bad, bro. I thought we were waiting.
You're good, bro. You're good, bro.
All right, cool. What'd you say? It was my eyes on the. Yeah, for sure, bro. I hope I get the next title shot. I doubt that it's gonna be a thing, but that being said, is like, I mean, I'm definitely gonna try to make 125 like on the dot, or like a little bit like 124.5 or something, just in case some shit happens and like, just like anything could happen in this situation if no one could make weight or something of that sort. Like maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get in there wherever I can, honestly.
Yeah, can you recall that first 50 G's? I guess like I don't know, like what was going through your head in that moment?
When I got told I got 50 G's.
Yeah, the first time you got to hit the bonus.
I thought I was being like punked, kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, I didn't believe it. Like people are telling me that my coach told me my manager told me, he's like, hey, we got the 50 G's, like congratulations. And I was like, I gave him like a nux and I kind of continued about what I was doing. He's like, are you not happy about that? And I was like, are you like making a joke? Like I was like kind of confused, you know. I was like, you trying to make a joke? Like I don't know. Like, I wouldn't joke about that. He's like, that's not anything I joke about. So like it was like an unrealistic like I didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So like I was like calling out my parents. I'm like, are you guys still watching the fights? Because like I turned off the fights after like the last fight happened, and I was like, you guys still watching the fights? And they're like, yeah. I was like, did you see who got the 50 G's? And like, so I was like starting to Google it and shit, and like looking on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and I was like, oh shit, I guess I got 50 G's. So I don't know. I felt like it was courteous, man. I felt like it was like a nice little gift. And I didn't mean to bitch to get myself 50 G's. I was more like upset that I didn't think I deserved it, you know, and I wanted to go out there and make like a statement that day. And I feel like that never really happened, you know, and even though I got the 50 G's or whatever, I feel like it was like a little bit more out of like, I don't know, like I might have like thrown out like my heartstrings out there a little too much. And I don't want that. I wanted to feel like I went out there and whooped ass and fucking deserved 50 G's that day, you know?
Yeah. Either way, though, I had to feel good putting those 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, it felt really good, man. I felt like I got a scholarship or some shit, man. Like somebody's like, hey, like here's 50 G's, man. You got the next few months off of work. Go fucking do something with it, you know?
Fucking golden child. Yeah, what's the first thing you bought?
I haven't really bought anything, honestly. You know what I did is I remodeled my house. That was like the first thing I did is I got new flooring and fucking new couches
Oh,
and
that's dope.
stuff like that.
Gold toilet seats. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
right, exactly. Yeah, just painted my house and just did like a quick remodel of it, and yeah. So that was like the only thing I really done with it so far.
Yeah, and I know you were disappointed in the first fight. I mean, you implemented that obviously in the interview. Your second fight, though, bro, that one was fire.
Yeah, it was a little wild though. Yeah.
Is it fun in the moment? Like
Oh, I
fights
was
like
having,
that?
that was like one of the times I was having fun. Sometimes like I've never really got to like strike too often in any of my fights. A lot of my fights I get taken down or wrestled and like right off the bat, and you don't really get the chance to open up with your striking. But like when you're like, I don't know, when you're feeling yourself or like feeling the mood, like after I didn't get knocked out or whatever, I was like, well, that was the best he had for sure. Like that was the hardest I was gonna get hit, and like from there on out, I could just have fun in there, and like that's how I thought. I knew I was starting to win the fight and take over the fight, and I don't necessarily mind getting hit. So like we like exchanged a few, and like there was like a quick moment where we like didn't hit each other, and like I smiled at him, and I don't think he smiled back, but like it was just like like I really was just having fun. Like it was just like, oh, I don't know, it's different, man. Fighting's crazy, man, and like it's weird fighting like when you don't have a crowd there or anything, because you can just relax a little bit, honestly, and that's how I felt. I felt a little relaxed in there and calm, and like I was like, well, we're fighting, like whatever. And I knew it was a good fight too, bro. And like in the middle of the fight, I knew like I've never had that before. Like I've been in a couple of like I've been in like one slugfest, and like at the end of the fight, I didn't realize how good of a fight it was because I was just in the middle of the shit, you know. But like
Yeah.
in the middle of going through that, I remember like, oh, this is a good fight. Like I knew the spinning back elbow like looked good, and then I knew
That was so dirty, man. That shit was so hype.
After I hit that, I knew I was like, that's a good look. Like for sure, I was like, this is probably good for me, you know. And I don't know. And then I knew I was starting to take over a little bit, and I knew I was throwing a lot of hands and stuff. And I knew I was being reckless too. It's like another thing that kind of was like going through my mind. It's like I was being a little reckless, but like I don't really give a shit because I was feeling the moment, you know. And whatever, man, just have fun out there, I guess. And it's like if it's not like it wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't like I was getting fucked up out there, so I was like, fuck it, like let's keep going, I guess. my coach in between rounds like it gave me the quick smackdown. It was like, all right, motherfucker, what are we doing here? Are we trying to win? Are we trying to fucking brawl? Like, so he gave me like a quick smack up, but yeah, it's all good.
That's Coach Mark Montoya.
Yeah.
Shout Factory X. Shout out Jason House too. He's a dope Instagram follow. He posts like a lot of like motivational shit. I'm like, dude, I'm glad I like followed this guy.
Yeah, definitely follow him because he's like super hardworking. I had to spend the whole entire like we're at Fight Island for like 3 weeks together. And that dude's on the phone constantly, making deals constantly. I watched like 5 of his guys get signed to the UFC. Like 5 of his guys get like a shot up. He got like people pay raises. Like it was crazy just watching him work, man, and just network. And like that guy's something different, man. He's a hardworking person, man. And it's great to be around like a person like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely we got a cop coming. Ghost Nate, shouts out to you. Brandon is the best, bro. Oh no, I gotta go. His cops coming. No,
I was like, wait, what's going on?
Oh no, we got a comment from Ghost Nate down here on YouTube. He said Brandon is the best, bro.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
My man YouTube says, "Where can I see the fights?" They were on pay per view. Might have to. They might be free on ESPN Plus now, right? Or might have to buy them still.
Wait, the one that I'm fighting or tonight's?
I think he's talking about the ones that we were just talking about. The Kai
Oh
France
yeah,
fight.
that'll be on ESPN Plus now. They like finally put it back up there.
For sure. Then quick turnaround for you because now you're fighting Marino.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta get right back into there, which is fun in a sense.
Our coaches and managers, are they, speaking of, like, Jason and Coach Montoya, are they happy or like do they like when you take quick fights like that?
Like, so Jason's Moreno's guy too. Like Jason has Moreno and myself.
Okay.
And I don't know if he was. I knew he just got a good deal done for his clients, but I don't think he was like he's like, oh, my guys are about to fight each other kind of thing. But I don't know if you don't take any damage. Like, I wasn't really hurt or anything. Like, nothing happened where like I couldn't fight necessarily. So I was just stuck on that island for another 2.5 weeks. So that's what kind of sucked about that for me, is like I couldn't just jump right back into camp. I had to wait, and like we were like quarantine training and all that stuff. So yeah, I'd be on the island for another 2 weeks. So that's where like I got screwed over in like the mix, and like I wasn't like happy about that. So I got like 3 weeks to train out here, which is whatever. We just came off of camp, so I don't really care. But yeah, I don't think there's any like second thought to it. As soon as we had the opportunity came across, we all jumped at it, and like it makes sense. And I think that's a matchup I've been eyeing for like a pretty long time, and I've been trying to get that fight done for a while. So I was super stoked on that, honestly.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited for you, and I know we were just talking about it a little bit earlier, but I mean, look at the rise of Shemaev and how quick he's come on. Like, I have no doubt that there's a possibility if you have another performance like you did last time. I mean, the title shot might creep up on you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, like that Shemaev or whatever, what he's doing is amazing, man. He's doing so much cool stuff. Yeah, I'm glad that they're like putting my name out there with him. Like every interview I do, they're like, yeah, you and Shemaev are just up there chipping away. And I'm like, damn, you guys are doing it that foot. He was like, yeah, me and Shemaev, we don't even get hit in our fights almost. Like, just trying to change the narrative, like. But yeah, no, exactly, man. That guy's doing amazing things, and I hope that I can just kind of keep up with him well, like over the last few months of the quarantine and stuff, and just we're both chipping away and kind of changed our lives in the last 6 months, 5 months, whatever it is.
Who do you have in that fight? Him versus Rocky Edwards.
Oh, I don't know, man. So I don't know too much about this Chimaev guy. I've been like watching his YouTube video, like his like early fights and stuff. Like, you don't know too much because he hasn't gone against someone like Leon Edwards, and Leon Edwards is so good, man. And
yeah,
like so as far as like the MMA community is so small. I've heard like some crazy stories about that Chimaev kid and what he's done, and like what he does in the training room to people and all that. So like I really have nowhere to go with that. It's like one of those guys, you hear like Khabib just beats the shit out of people through like the grapevine, and like Chimaev's one of these guys now that are like, you hear all these stories about like he's fucking all these elite guys up, and when he was like a young kid and all this. So it's crazy, man. I want to see what comes out of that fight, and it'd be really interesting to kind of. And it's really interesting that Leon Edwards called him out too. I thought that was like an interesting move for him too. But we'll see, man. That's a great fight.
Yeah, man. It's crazy too because like that's usually not the case. But, with most fighters, like I said, like I wanted to see in the championship fight like right away when Cody pulled out, and Chimaev too. People obviously want to see him, with the elite, the best of the best.
Yeah.
I meant to ask you this too, man. How was like the beginning of Fight Island before you got stuck there without any training? Was it fun, or they keep you on lockdown?
Yeah, the first week and a half, like after my fight, the fighting, like I was just pretty much all like business to fighting, which I kind of regret. I should probably had a little more fun out there the first week, but after the fight, it was great, man. After the fight, like the next week and a half was like amazing, and then you end up doing the same thing over and over again, and then like the last week, I was like, I wanted to be home, I wanted to go see everybody, and like it was weird because like by the time like you can like hang out with your friends, the win's already over, the win's already way past you, and the next fight's already in like the horizon, so like never really got to celebrate it or anything. So like it was like one of those things, like never got to hang out with my friends afterwards and like have a beer with them or anything, because we're like right back into camp and right back at it and all that stuff. So it was different, but at the same time, like it was an experience, man. I've never been out of the country, and I got to corner a couple of my teammates, and I know it was a good time out there, honestly, and like a lot of good experiences, good memories. But after like 2 weeks, that island's like 3 miles around completely. You've seen everything, you've done everything, you just want to be home, like.
That's dope. You took a lot of dope pictures, man. You look like you're having a blast in the what do you call that thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's called a garb maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had fucking so much fun. I showed Alex Hernandez and just having a fucking great time, man. And he didn't have a fight like lined up right away, so we're like, there was like a week where we were like hanging out, drinking a little bit, and acting fools, and that was like real fun. So no, it was a great time for sure, man. I gotta be on a jet ski. Have you been on a jet ski before?
I have not, man.
Bro, go on a jet ski is the fucking greatest thing you'll ever do. Like, I think goddamn, I'm gonna forget the fucking great comedian's name, but like he was talking about being on a wave runner. It's like you can't even frown on a wave runner. And like that's the absolute, like I've never like just smiled from like ear to ear for like an hour straight, bro. It was the greatest thing I've ever done. Yeah, I've never been on one of those before. It was so fun. Yeah, so that was great too, man.
See, I'm in Michigan. It's getting cold now. You're rubbing it in. You're making me jealous.
Oh yeah, I'm in Colorado. It gets cold over here too. Where you at?
I'm in just a little bit outside of Detroit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your shit's probably freezing.
Yeah, today's not too bad. But I mean, we have a lot of water though, so I'm definitely about to do that. There's a lot of guys jumping from LFA to the UFC. Like that's like one of the main breeding yards for the UFC, grabbing guys.
Yeah.
Competition wise, was there a big like? Can you see and feel a difference? I guess like the people you're fighting. Like, is there a next level?
No, not really, honestly. So far, not like a big difference. I mean, I don't know. I faced hard guys in the LFA, and like Casey Kenny was a motherfucker to deal with, and like that dude sucked to fight.
That guy's a beast too.
Yeah, he's doing really good. For like LFA, as far as like it's going, it's kind of like weird. It's like seeing your alumni graduate and stuff. So it's cool watching some of those dudes like come to like get in the UFC, because I've been like a lot of the same cards as some of these guys, or they've been on like a card right after me or whatever it is, you know, and watching some of these guys come up and then getting a chance to just shine in the big show is crazy. And it's like it's weird because like a lot of the guys that were like in the top of LFA that were like with me in a sense are there now, and like they're all kind of like graduated and now we're in the big show kind of thing, you know, and it feels like that. So I don't know, it's really cool, man. And I was so happy to be a part of the LFA family. And like, it's such a great, like a come up place. Cause like, I really did just was able to jump in the UFC from being an LFA champion. And like the moment I was in the UFC, I'm doing fine. I'm fighting these top 10 guys and I'm doing good, you know? So, it just shows like what that level like prepares you for and all that. Cause, like I said, I couldn't have done it without them, man. If I was doing these small regional shows and I jumped straight to the UFC instead of having all that like camera in my face, having these promotions and these interviews and all this crap, like I don't know how I'd react to it. You know, it's a great build up, man, and it's such a great promotion.
Yeah, I gotta keep an eye on that more because like you said, there's so many people like graduating. Like I guess it would be a great way of saying it. You know,
Yeah, man. That's actually like a great like as far as like reporters, like if you doing these interviews, still some of those main event guys, because they're gonna be right there, man. I have a couple of teammates that are like fucking it up or fucking shit up in the LFA, and like they're gonna be in the UFC any second now. They're gonna start killing it and making names for themselves and all that. And yeah, man, get on them before they become too big, man. That's always like a great idea, is to jump on those guys that you know are gonna be prospects. I'm gonna forget that kid's name. Fought last week with the knockout, and I don't know that he's like a younger kid from Texas, 135er. Talks about his dad dying, and it's really great kid that came up from the LFA, and he's just on a 2 knockout win streak already. He won Dana White's Contender Series, and then now he just knocked someone out last week, and it's really cool to see him do good things, man. Because like he's a 35er, but I obviously watch the LFA, so I gotta watch him come up and him fight like a lot of these when he was like 3-0 or whatever it is, you know, and just watching all these guys go up, man, it's pretty cool. It's like even if I didn't fight or anything, like I would enjoy that, like watching these guys out from LFA to UFC and make big money and all that stuff, man, because it really is just like a great promotion that is feeding the top talents to the UFC all the time.
For sure, it's like making dreams come true. Yeah. The Raw Dog name. See, I even say it with an accent now. Fucking A, bro. Darren Till stole your fucking nickname.
Raw Dog.
Raw Dog.
Way cooler than I'll ever say it too high.
I was talking to somebody too. I was like, when they speak, I feel like they automatically get like a higher like IQ. They get like 10 extra IQ points just for the accent.
You trust them.
Yeah. Dude, how's your nickname become the Raw Dog?
My nickname became a raw dog as like a pure joke, man. I think it was probably like my second pro fight, or like it's probably back when I was an amateur is when we like made it a joke. And I had like one of my like teammates, his friend like always showed, he's like he's one of my friends now, and like he was a fan of mine at like a young age or whatever. So he was always like raw dog him, and like he was drunk yelling at one time, and I think we kind of like stuck with it, and then it was like when they're like, yeah, Brandon Raw Dog Royval, and it kind of like just stuck. And I knocked some dude out. I fought for a World Series of Fighting one time and knocked some dude out. And I remember like I was like, I used that nickname for it the first time I ever used it, and I was like superstitious. I was like, well, if they're gonna say it on TV and I'm gonna knock motherfuckers out to it, like might as well have that as the name, you know. And then been submitting people ever since.
Yeah, I can't wait to. I'm gonna catch Bruce Buffer saying it next time if we ever like do an interview again. I'll put it in the beginning.
Yeah, he leaned into it last time.
Yeah. So, what's the reaction to Darren Till like starting a fucking T-shirt line with it?
I don't know, man. I have like mixed feelings about it because it's like it's kind of funny and like it's not like I like give a shit about making T-shirts or anything, but like this guy like really like real life made a name off that nickname, and like it's kind of crazy. And he made a raw dog beer now, and like that motherfucker.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
I got tagged as I'm getting tagged in all the bullshit Darren Till does constantly now, which is like it's kind of funny because I'm sure he's getting tagged in my bullshit too, which is like less of like obviously less traction than what he does. But every time he does something, I'm like everybody's tagging me like, oh well, this is the real raw dog or like whatever it is, you know. So I don't know. I think it's funny, and like he did a good job with the raw dog brand. And like I said, I don't give a shit about making T-shirts right now. I need to fucking make sure I don't get fucked in my next fight. So that's my main concern right now instead of T-shirts and beers. So, but I don't know. It's funny, but it's fucking kind of like annoying too, because I'm like, what the fuck? I just finally got in the UFC, had this nickname this whole entire like time, and then I have Darren Till, fucking Kevin Holland calling himself Raw Dog, fucking Adesanya calling themselves Raw Dog, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just too much.
And they're all like higher weight classes too. So
I know they all beat my ass, right? Is that unfortunate?
Yeah, man, I'm excited too because I can tell, and I haven't. I'm be honest, I haven't watched like any of the LFA fights, but I'm waiting for your jiu-jitsu, man. I know you were banging in the last fight, but I can tell it's there, man. I'm excited to see you grapple with some of these guys.
Yeah, I have a different style than a lot of these dudes, so I pretty much catch a lot of these guys off guard with some stuff. So yeah, I wonder what's gonna. I'm sure it's gonna hit the mat my next fight. So we'll see. I don't even know if I really want to engage in too much of Moreno's jiu-jitsu game or ground game or anything like that too much, because he does a really good job at staying distant. And I don't know. I think it'd be advantageous for me to my advantage to just stand back up and just wrestle with him, you know. But we'll see, because I always kind of fight in the moment, and whatever the fuck I predict never happens. So like I don't know. So we'll just like I'm along for the ride with you guys, because I don't ever know what the fuck's about to happen, and it's all surprising to me, you know. People are like,
hell yeah, man.
You planned that back elbow? I'm like, fuck no, I didn't plan that back elbow. He just ran up on me. Like I've done it before, but like I didn't plan that. Like no.
You done it before in a fight?
Yeah, I have like a little highlight reel to that thing, man. I have a bunch of back elbows, but I didn't expect to get dropped and then land it, you know.
Yeah. Then he dropped too.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. You're definitely bringing some excitement to the division. Thank you for bringing excitement to my show, and I'd love to have you on again, hopefully after a win.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, have a good day, brother. Bye.
You too. That was Brandon Raw Dog Royval. That was a fun interview, man. That guy's awesome. He's super high energy. I mean, just like his fights. If you guys, I know my man Drew asked where you can see the fights. That's ESPN Plus, where you can check those out, Drew. I'll comment it for you. I'm hoping it's free now. I'm not 100% sure though. But shout out to everybody who you know what I'm saying, sticked around and watched. I think Brandon is trying to get back in. I'm not sure if he went to or not. Whatever. But yeah, make sure you guys check out his next fight. Oh fuck, I'm spilling coffee on myself. Oh, by the way, guys, in the middle of this interview, I literally almost dropped a fucking AirPod into my coffee. But go ahead and shoot your comments, questions if you got them. If not, man, I'm probably gonna wrap this thing up and go spend some time with my son. I'll give you guys 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who participated with comments and questions. I started to get to them all. And big shout out to Brandon Royval. That's a super fun interview. And I'm about to shoot Drew, my man's highlights, because he's out cold. He's out cold with it for sure. See you guys.